Oh, couldn't I access specific? Yes. Wait. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pandacast. I don't know what episode, but anyway, welcome to the Pandacast. It's awesome. Dave. We have Creepzilla below me. We have Jim's hardcore. He's not that hardcore. He's he's definitely yeah. And then we have the most amazing, wonderful person. We got an amazing guest tonight. Her name is Hexaguine. Hexaguine. I've already done it. How you doing, guys? Hexaguine. Hello. Hexapenguin. Tell us. Oh, you guys can't be. You can't. Look, I already stuffed this up because they can't hear any of you.
Wow.
So there we go.
Oh.
All right. Everybody say hello.
Wait. Okay, if they couldn't hear us, could they hear you stuff up the name?
They can hear me. They can hear me.
Yeah, good. All right, we're good. We're okay then. That's all we needed.
I'm the worst. Look, Hex, this is how the Pandacast rolls. It's me failing. Like, it's about an hour of me just failing at being a streamer.
I'm
So, guys,
good about myself.
yeah. Guys, it's fantastic to have you all out tonight. Thank you so much. Stream, how you doing there? Tapper and Sync. And if you're watching this after, make sure you go check out Hex's channel right there. That's how you spell it. Hexanguine. Unless I spelt that wrong, then we're in a lot of trouble. And her details are down below. So, very cool. So, guys, how are we doing? What's been happening? Oh, I pushed buttons. Oh, no. No, we're good.
Oh, Jason's doing the thing with the stuff again. Oh, no. Why do we ever let you be in control of anything?
I gave you guys the option. When you're like, let's do the podcast again, I'm like, are you sure? You don't want to do it? You don't want to be the one that fails.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm fully supporting you and your ambitions.
My ambitions to succeed in life.
Yeah, to buy your Tesla.
Oh, dude, I saw. Oh my goodness! Did I tell you guys? Van, do you like Tesla? Ah, Hex!
I'm going to make you a little bit jealous here, and I'm going to tell you that I've actually done some consultative work for Tesla.
Oh,
flex. Anyway.
Yeah.
Look, we're just gonna have the camera on you for a little while as like the piece de resistance.
It wasn't that exciting. It was literally just some consultative work around health and well-being programs for their factories.
That's so cool. So we had like business people come to work. I work at a school, and somebody came in with a Tesla. So I took a photo of myself with that Tesla. Like, I was like,
isn't it like the normal thing to do? Is like in the Tesla with you by the steering wheel. Hey guys, look what I just bought, and just like,
oh look. I've always said if I get a Tesla, I quit. So it would be, see you later, guys. I'm out. I do YouTube until I get my Tesla, and then I'm done. Actually, no, it would be the Tesla, then, the Flex Mansion and the
Flex Mansion.
Because I live in Adelaide, right? Electricity is expensive. Here's the question, right? Our electricity is really expensive. Would it be cheaper? Would it actually even be cheaper than fuel to run a Tesla in Adelaide?
I actually have no idea.
right?
I don't know. Just go hook it up to the old Tesla battery, mate. Old Elon hooked one up for you boys, didn't he?
I think honestly, it would really depend on how much of your electricity you were substituting with solar.
Oh, all our electricity is solar now. Oh, you mean on a house?
On your
Yeah.
house.
Right. Absolutely.
So, producing your own solar and enough to be able to sell back, or, just
the
enough to be
Tesla
able to run
battery.
your Tesla.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I know.
My Tesla's battery powered, but I also put solar on the roof as well to power
Yeah,
it. Don't worry about
you
it.
need the Tesla power, like the tiles.
Mhm.
The Tesla battery.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's what they get you. That's added extra.
So, just in case you guys are looking for what to get me for Christmas, Tesla.
Like a little, like
Which model? Like
No,
a Model S?
I want to
Yeah.
ride this thing. Here's what would you do if you got a Tesla, right? Would you get the black interior or the white interior or the tan?
not the
black.
tan.
The black, white, or tan?
Black's the
I
only
think
way to
black.
go.
Black?
I drink too much iced
Black.
coffee to have any other color.
I got kids.
You could get the tan for that reason.
Oh, true.
I've got kids.
But if you're going to
I'd
get a
still
Tesla,
be-
do you get like a Model S or do you go for like a lower grade here?
Or
No,
the
man, go
Cybertruck.
the Cybertruck.
That'd be so
Oh,
weird
no.
seeing one of those in Adelaide. Like, it's already weird enough seeing like high-end cars in Adelaide, but seeing a Cybertruck on the highway,
Dude, that would be mad.
that'd be...
I'd take my photo with it. How you doing there, Normie? I'd take a photo with it and be like, look at my Cybertruck.
I
couldn't
can
believe
throw
it,
balls of steel at it and it breaks the window.
So no, crazy. I couldn't believe I saw this thing at my work, especially. I was like, does a teacher own a Tesla? Like, yeah, I know you guys earn a decent wage. You don't earn that good of a wage.
So why was it there? Was it like a guest speaker or?
Yeah, they had business people coming to like talk to kids and that kind of thing. So yeah. So it was good.
Talk.
So has anything been interesting happening in your lives, guys? Like, what's been happening?
I get to go outside and not wear a mask anymore. It's great.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
That's exciting.
I had to wear a mask on
Speak for
Sunday.
me.
I have my mask right here. I can't get it around my ears because my ears are covered by headphones.
I'm disappointed in the lack of Christmas mask, but anyway, I can look past that.
My dad has a Marvel mask, and he's got a Christmas one as well.
Marvel mask. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, mine are really boring.
Mum made them.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hannah, my wife said, like, we do like a family Christmas photo every year, and Hannah was like, it'd be really cool to do like one with masks this year, just as a, I guess, it's been 2020, and so she's like, we should get some like Christmas material, and so I'm like, okay, let's get some Christmas material, and then I mentioned it to my mum. My mum's like, oh, I'll get the material for you, and in the end, I'm like, oh, she's going to make the mask. It'll be amazing. No, she just gave me material. Hannah doesn't want to make a mask.
So,
I've got all this
material.
material now. I'm like, it's just going to go in the bin eventually. Like,
You can make yourself a custom shirt with it. Like, just cut it up.
it's
a poncho.
though.
It's a poncho.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Jason's clothes making level's probably not that high, but he could probably do a poncho. That's not. Cut.
I tried to learn to sew. Actually, talking about like making, Van, what type of things, like, you do creation streams, yeah? Like crochet.
I do.
Crochet.
I do crochet streams. So crocheting a face I recommend. It's a little bit it's not tight knit enough to make any difference unless you've also got at least 3 layers of fabric behind it. So yeah, don't do crochet masks unless you can do that. It would be very
Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, I just saw chat as well. Did you see chat? Hex.
Oh, I did.
Jim just said that I've said Van 5 times now.
Yes, you have. Yes,
Um,
you have. Should we let the audience know what that's about?
yeah, absolutely.
We
Please
should
do.
explain it, surely.
Please do.
Okay, so and up until a couple of months ago, my username across a lot of platforms was vandalized, which means that a lot of people referred to me as Van. Then a couple of months ago, I went through a rebrand and I changed my username across all my platforms to Hexanguine. Jace has known me for 3 or 4 years, and so he still thinks of me as Van.
Absolutely.
And so we're keeping a tab on how many times he calls me Van instead of Hex.
Wait, are you
trying to keep
keeping
count.
track as well? Are you like got a piece of paper and just like dash?
No. Jim's doing a great job.
Also,
I've got it covered, don't
looking
worry.
at your camera there, Hex. Your username is Vivian Vandal.
That's my name.
Oh, really? I'm a terrible person. I was such a bad friend.
We're talking about Paul usernames before, aren't we, Jace?
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, it's my online alias. I'm not silly enough to share my actual real name. It's a little too unique.
I'm a bad person. Internet security is not my strength. This is why I create websites.
I've seen many of your streams.
Hey?
I've seen lots of your streams.
Oh yeah, totally. I remember one time. Actually, have you guys ever had an issue where somebody comes to your house or attempts to?
Thankfully not.
Oh no! Did this happen to you, Jace?
Oh yeah.
Did this happen to you because of that one time?
No. So
No?
this person, I love them very much. They found out that I have a business. And they found the business name. So they decided, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Google this business and I'm going to find out where you live. Problem is, so the problem is that my business is not at my house. It's at my parents' house. So they're talking in the chat. They're like, knock knock, and I'm like, what? And they go, I'm outside.
Oh, no, that's so creepy.
And I'm going,
That's so creepy.
how do you know where I live? And they're going, oh, I'm outside. And so I'm like, okay, 1 second, be right back. There's no one there. I come back. They're like, turn the kettle on. I'm outside. I'm like, I'm not here. I start getting an SMS from my dad saying that there are weird people out the front of their house.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's
How have I
so
never heard that
weird.
story before? When did this happen?
Oh, this was like early days.
Wow.
And I'm just like, Dad, don't open the door. Just do not open your front door.
Oh,
and so, yeah, that happened.
Your dad didn't have to like call the police or anything, did he?
No, they're really nice people. Like, I love this
Okay.
person, and I've had them over my house since.
Okay.
Okay.
But like, it was early in that stage. Like, they were a moderator and stuff. Not at that point. And so like, it was really early on, and I'm just like, oh no, I've just linked my address.
Weird.
But like, that's the fear, right?
Yeah, just a casual dox. It's fine.
It's ridiculously easy to look up people's details if you really want to. People don't realize how much information they leave on the internet and how easy it is to access if you know how to.
Totally.
And often all it takes is a Google search.
Absolutely.
And a little bit of a dig through the results.
Yeah.
This is why Apple's like advertisement now is like, our phone is secure. All of your information never leaves the device. This is their entire sales pitch now is based on personal security and information security.
Yep.
Like,
and
that is
and I
their entire
appreciate
email.
it. Hence the Apple. But I ruined myself. Apple's like, look,
Yeah,
we
don't
keep
talk about
you
your
safe,
previous username, man.
not from
Sorry about
yourself. That's on you.
If you're stupid, you can't fix stupid. You know, that's the golden rule, right?
It's just like I used to have the same password for everything. Like everything. And then I did and so my email got hacked once, and I'm just like, Oh no. Oh, Jace, you're stupid. So now I have
Yeah,
lots
one
of
thing's
different
now
passwords.
vulnerable. Now everything's vulnerable. Hey, look. And look,
2FA.
no one has.
2FA.
What's 2FA?
It's not even that. No one has an excuse anymore. There are so many like
2FA.
password managers out there now. Like that you don't even have to remember. You only have to remember one password, change all the rest, and it's all done for you. You don't
No,
have
the
to think
problem
about
is
it.
with that though.
You don't even. There's nothing more secure than you not knowing your own password.
But the problem with that, I worry about like those password managers, right? Because once they get into that, they've got everything, right?
If they get into that, this is where two-factor authentication comes in.
Like it's the same thing
If
with your
they're getting
email.
through 3 different layers, then there's something else wrong. And it's probably your wife trying to steal all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recommend.
And in which
always
case,
get
you've
2FA.
probably got other problems.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's crazy though. It's crazy. Talk about crazy. It's the crazy time of year now. Crazy
It
time of
is.
year. It's Christmas. I love Christmas. My kid today, I was driving home, put some Christmas carols on in the car, and he's only 2, and he's singing away. I'm just like, you can't even talk, little dude. And he's just like, I'm like, yeah, my dude, he's got the spirit in him. He's got the Christmas spirit.
Excellent.
What's your choice of Christmas music? Michael Bublé, Mariah Carey?
I love
Or have you got a
that.
different preference?
Brian sets the orchestra.
Sorry?
Ooh.
The Brian sets the orchestra.
I don't. I think I may.
Oh,
have.
that's a good album. It's jazzy.
You'll have to send it to me. Look, today I was listening to the Mickey Mouse Christmas carols, but
You know what? That's a good choice.
dude, it's so good. You get Goofy and Mickey and Donald and Minnie. It's amazing. And then, but I was listening to it. It's obviously a newer one than what I remember, because I remember a very different album, but it was more of a record because I'm old. And my parents have a Disney record, like Christmas record thing. And it's phenomenal. I love it so much. But I'm old and I don't know where that is anymore. It's gone forever.
I just had to look up what my brand of Christmas carols was, and I found it after a couple of searches. Reliant K.
Yes.
The only Christmas carols.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So
That's a
good.
album.
Reliant K's
That and
Christmas.
August Burns Red, man.
Blue Complex doesn't celebrate Christmas. That's okay. You know, we all have our own celebrations, and I think, you know, at least taking one time of the year, like one part of the year, to remember and reflect on family and friends. I wish I was American so I could do Thanksgiving. Like I love not, I guess not so much the original context of it, but like the now context of just being thankful for the moment. I love Thanksgiving. I wish I could turkey.
only last weekend as well, I think, too. So
It was the weekend
or
before.
the weekend before.
It was a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah.
The American was American one was a couple of weekends ago, and the Canadian one was a couple of weekends before that.
Yeah.
Wait. Canadians have a different day?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with me.
That's weird.
This is like how like half the states in Australia celebrate the Queen's birthday on a different day.
Stupid. Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started on this right now.
Lucky
We get
girl.
it, WA. You don't want to be with the rest of the country, or come on.
Well, they're far enough away for it not to matter.
Oh.
Oh, look, the main culprits are opening up their borders tomorrow.
Who? Wait,
True.
us?
Yeah.
No.
WA.
Oh,
WA
okay.
tomorrow
Right.
with the rest of the country.
I tell you
Be
what,
great.
Yeah, they're opening
The
up
only-
to Victoria and New South Wales. Exciting
Nice.
times.
but not us. We are shunned still.
Oh.
South Australia is shunned the non-believers.
That's right. I'm actually coming to visit South Australia for New Year's.
Really?
Mhm.
That's cool. Are you
Why?
gonna go see the Norms crew? I'm assuming.
Yes,
So good.
but I'll be there for a few days, so we should catch up.
Absolutely.
You can see the new. You can see the what's it called?
The
What's
pigeon?
the dumb bird? The pigeon. Yeah.
The
Oh,
giant,
the $3
the
million
giant
pigeon.
pigeon in Adelaide?
Penguin.
Ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
$3 million penguin.
It
It's super shiny.
Have you seen this pigeon? Hold on, let me see Adelaide
I
pigeon.
have heard rumor of this pigeon and its glory.
I was in the city like this last week and I forgot to go see it.
Oh, really? So we have
Yeah.
pigs, we have bulls,
Pigs are good.
Yeah,
but
balls
we have pigs, bulls, and a pigeon. Here we go, guys. This is. Oh, is it not? Is that? Why
Adelaide's
is
a
everything
weird
this
place,
stupid
man.
file?
Adelaide is a weird place.
What is WEBP? Like everything's WEBP these days.
Well, you talk about the web file. It's like a weppy or something.
Yeah.
I
It's just the worst, man. Like everything is it, and nobody likes it.
It's like a really
like-
compressed JPEG.
Yeah.
It's super compressed and it's difficult to
Hello,
repost.
Dave.
That's
how
not what
I
I
tell
wanted.
you.
There's
Hello.
the pigeon. There's the pigeon. Stupid. So we got pigs, a pigeon, and balls. That's Adelaide. I could have just done that. I'm so sorry.
And you've got a rocking horse.
Look, the rocking horse rocks.
Yeah, but yeah. Wait, was that intentional, or did you just not realize what you were saying?
Look.
Australia is known for big things like the big banana, the big merino,
Yeah.
the big pigeon.
Yeah. How you doing
It's out-
there?
Enough.
Abin. I could have just
Abin.
done that. I could have literally. I have that button where I can just show. I'm so frustrated. Anyway.
You tried. Oh wow. Unbelievable.
Look,
Well, if we're gonna keep talking about Christmas, man, I this is a question that I ask every year when it comes to Christmas time, and I don't think I've had a discussion with you guys yet. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
absolutely.
That's like the easiest yes.
Yes.
There are two
Yeah?
types of people in this world: the people that know that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those that are wrong.
I'm so glad I'm with intellectuals.
Oh, gift.
There's that no and those that are wrong.
Yep. And it's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. It's fine. Just know that you're wrong.
I did have this conversation with
Christmas
someone
movie.
recently, and they disagreed with the concept that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And I'm like,
Why?
but it's
It's set at Christmas time. That's it.
It's set at Christmas time. It is not Christmas time until I've seen Hans Gruber thrown off of Nakatomi Tower. That's it.
Look,
There's
I
no
don't
Christmas
watch Die Hard every year. I have to admit, but I know, but I do watch The Muppet Christmas every year.
Acceptable.
Actually,
Acceptable.
speaking of, what is everybody's favorite, say, top 3 Christmas films?
Ooh, top 3.
Home Alone.
Yep, Home Alone.
Mhm.
Die Hard.
Hmm.
And I have to throw Elf in there.
Really?
in there.
You're
Yeah.
missing, what's that one? I love it. Christmas Vacation. That one.
Christmas Vacation?
Yeah. No.
Have I not seen this? Should I have seen this?
Lampoons. National Lampoons Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that one. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, dude, that's okay. You're such an '80s dude. Like, oh my god.
Look at
yes.
this. It's amazing. It's
Dude,
What am I-
what is
stupidly young Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory. I don't know how I forgot about
so
that.
good. It's such a good, like, if you don't watch this, it's not Christmas if you don't watch this show, this movie.
That was the one with Chevy Chase in it, right?
Yep, totally is.
Yeah.
It's
You guys
not
haven't
Christmas.
mentioned-
Well, he was an old man.
You guys haven't
Haven't
mentioned the best Christmas movie of all time,
Okay.
which is The Santa Claus with our man Tim Allen.
Oh, yes.
It's a pretty good one.
Absolutely.
That is a pretty good one.
Absolutely. That is a
Another
great
one that
one.
has not yet been mentioned is Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Yeah, that's set at
Gremlins
Christmas
is
time.
definitely okay.
Is that a
counts,
Christmas
yeah.
movie?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. The reason
Yeah.
that the main
Christmas
character
lights.
hates Christmas is because her father broke his neck going down the chimney one Christmas.
Okay.
That's dark. I don't remember that part.
Absolutely a Christmas film.
Yeah,
It
but
is definitely a Christmas film, but
does she, like,
Yeah.
wish for her dad to come back and a gremlin comes?
No.
I've seen
She just
Gremlins,
hates
but-
Christmas because she just talks about that being the reason she hates Christmas. But it's definitely a Christmas film because he gets the Mogwai as an early Christmas present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And actually, a film that you guys may not know about, but I really, really, really love. It's a more recent Christmas film. Is The Night Before.
The Night Before. I don't know
Oh,
that one.
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
It's so good.
That came out like a couple of years ago, right?
It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and
Rogen, right? Yeah.
Gillian Bell, and a bunch of other really awesome people in the cast, and it's brilliant. So good.
I haven't seen it. I remember seeing like the advertisements for it, but that was about it.
I highly recommend watching it. It's so silly and so good.
I'll add that to the list.
Very Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, because I'm an ex-goth, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, true. Why do I always forget about that one? I don't know. I feel bad.
A lot of people think of it as a Halloween film, but it's a Christmas film.
Yeah, I think that's why.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. I know which one you're talking about. I don't think I've seen
Wait,
it.
what? Okay, don't ever listen to Blink-182 ever again until you've seen it.
What? Why?
I don't watch that much stuff.
There's one particular song that they have that refers to the movie.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A bunch of really cool artists that have done covers of the songs for them as well. Panic at the Disco, those other artists that really love cowbell.
Any ska band ever?
No, they weren't a ska band. They were another band.
Okay.
I love ska bands, but I'll think of them.
I don't music.
Oh, She Wants Revenge. And now I'm showing my age.
Look, you're not saying the
I'm
Beatles.
normally pretty good with music, but I've missed that one.
Oh.
Apparently, I've...
Jim does like music. Okay. What are your top 3, like, let's say your top Christmas gifts? Like top 3 Christmas gifts you've ever gotten.
I can't say the 3 I've got, but as like a whole thing, probably one of my favorite Christmases, because my family's not that well off. So when I was like in my teens, I was one of the only people that had a working income. Mm-hmm. So to make not Christmas good but special, I bought everyone gag gifts just to fill up the space under the tree.
Oh my goodness, you're that guy.
I got like my dad a huge box that just had like a sombrero in it. I got one of my brothers like a size 12 girls shirt to try and squeeze them into. Yeah, I got it, but it meant that people had stuff like to open up. It was great.
My dude. Okay, talking about gag gifts. I've grown up not having much to do with my grandmother and my grandparents at all. And Dave died. Like growing up, not much to do with my grandparents. You know, they would never be at Christmas. They would never be anything kind of thing. And my grandma started to try, and her first Christmas gift that she gave me that I can remember, she thought it would be funny to get me a doll's accessories kit. I'm 20.
Yeah, that seems good. I can see how that fits.
So her reasoning behind it.
I love it.
Her reason, yeah. I'm just like. So her reasoning behind it was that she read an article that if the mother, like, it's more likely that a parent would have girls if one was smoking. And my mum's a smoker. And so I'm obviously a girl.
That explains a lot.
And I was like, look. I appreciate you being here for Christmas because you're really old now and you're trying to make family more of an effort. What response do you want from me?
Real question is, what did you do?
They give it to you by accident.
No. Totally, like, intentional. Give me this doll's accessory hair kit because I should have been a girl.
That was definitely a very roundabout way of
being disappointed in me.
Like 20 years later.
Sorry, Dave?
It's a big stretch. That's a big stretch of like, yeah, I bought the wrong gift and this is my justification for it. I'm just making it up right now. Yeah, so I read this thing online. The people with the smoke, and then
Like,
don't worry about it.
like,
Yeah.
I've always been pretty clear, like, if you're gonna get me a gift, this is the kind of thing I want, or like, this is my interests. And I've always tried to help my parents, kind of thing, in that sense. And I've always been very grateful whatever I get. But my mum rings me up the other day, talking like I'm on bad presents now. Forget this is like good stuff. She rings me up the other day. She goes, "Hey, Jason, I was thinking to get you a mop for Christmas." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "It's a really good mop, and I'll send you the link." She sends me this link to this mop, and I'm like, "Mum, it's just a steam mop. Like, that's cool. Like, but you understand?" And I'm like, "Mum, how much did you pay for this?" She goes, "Oh, don't worry. I got buy one get one free. We've got one. You get one for Christmas." And I'm like, "Mum, how much did you pay for this mop?" Like, it's literally.
Maybe she's.
It came with, like, I've got it right here. It came with these, like, little water spray bottle and a squeegee and, another spray bottle. Anyway, this thing, she gives it to me the other day. She goes, "I've got it. I've got the mop. I'm going to give it to you early." I'm like, "Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Mum." I come down. I open it up. It's just all plastic. I'm like, "Mum, did you pay $150 for this?" I'm like, I looked at the ad. You've paid $150 for this mop. And she's like, "Yeah, but we got two." I'm like, "You bought it from Danos Direct, didn't you?"
I was actually about to.
And she just looks at me really sheepishly. I'm like, "Do it again." Like, you silly woman. You're ripped off. It's a $20 mop with accessories.
Time TV like ads. It's like, this is the worst thing ever. It's like the Transformer ladders.
So,
you know.
I thought so. Hannah and I were like pulling it apart. This is why I've got all the bits in the office. We open it up, and it's the weirdest looking thing, right? Like, it's totally weird. And I'm going, "This isn't a steam mop. I don't understand what this thing is." And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "We got to look in the instructions. It's got like this little. It takes power. So like, I'm like, okay, it takes power, and it's just like the water tank that you spray." I'm like, "Oh, it must like just electronically spray the water." No. It's a super new thing that's phenomenal. You put salt in the water, and what it does is it sends electrical current through the water to activate the salt cleaning ability. It like sends electricity into the water so that it can like become more cleaning.
Do you have to wear a tinfoil hat while you do this?
I wear this. It's plenty fine. So it's like this electric mop that just shoots electricity into like the salt-powered water to be disinfected.
Did it come with crystals? Like,
I think I see what the underlying issue here is, Jace.
Okay.
Your mum thought your house was that dirty.
Oh.
She needed to buy you a steam.
Oh, no, she got one for herself too. She thought she was getting this amazing bargain of this.
Jason was an
afterthought. Device. I was. She bought one for herself and went, "Oh, I get one for free."
I don't have to go buy my Christmas gift now.
If you want appliances, just go to Kogan. I got a fridge. I have a steam mop. I have cables. Just Kogan. Kogan's great.
Kogan's so good. I love Kogan.
You all right, buddy?
Hex.
Yes.
How many am I up to now, Chris?
Oh.
You've actually been pretty good so far. You're only up to 7.
It's because I'm not saying her name. That's what's happening.
I noticed that.
He's like,
hey, oi, you.
New guy.
What have you ever gotten anything like that's just
okay,
crazy?
so
Like,
the weirdest Christmas present I've probably gotten is way back in the day.
okay.
I participated in the Reddit Secret Santa, the second one they ever did.
What is that? What?
So back in 2009, a group of people started doing a international gift exchange.
Okay.
through Reddit, and you would sign up, and you would put in your details, and then you would randomly be assigned somebody from across the world, or locally if you chose to do locally, if you didn't want to do international shipping.
That's cool.
And then somebody would randomly be assigned you, so you would get mystery Secret Santa gifts sent to you from wherever in the world, whatever you wanted.
Oh. Okay.
So some people would send small quantities of things, some people would send large quantities of things,
Some people
would send weird things.
Yep.
So who got a finger?
And especially
Who got sent a finger?
especially if you didn't put up a proper wish list. If you didn't put up a proper wish list, then whoever it was that was assigned as your giftee would stalk your profile to glean what it was that you were interested in and come up with a gift from that. This first time did not put up a proper wish list. So what I ended up being sent was 2 plush toys, a weird upside down eyes octopus with a suction cup on the bottom, and a plush jack-o'-lantern.
Okay.
I got a pair of Chopper's sunglasses, great big can of maple syrup.
I'm okay with this so far.
So they're saying, I'm from Canada. Here we go. Okay.
I also got a thermometer / hygrometer.
Is that for alcohol? Hydrometer?
I think so. I was like
big
I have no idea.
With, like, you put in the water, it tells you like the alcohol level.
Like a big. And a set of lock picking tools.
Okay.
Wow.
What the hell was in your search history that needed
So, what's that tell us about your Reddit usage?
Look, I posted to a lot of weird subreddits back in the day.
I'm just on like Minecraft.
I can't even remember like where they likely gleaned all of that from.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe they were just like, look.
That was the weirdest gift I ever got.
I'm just gonna.
It was the lock picking tools and the thermometer that made it especially weird.
So do you still have the lock picking tools?
I do not. They have sadly been lost in the many, many moves that I have done, especially given that one of them was international.
It's true. It's true. And you had to get rid of lots of things.
I did.
Hey, why are you bringing lockpicking tools into the country? Like,
look, I think you should have taken them to Sweden.
Even if I had, I probably would have struggled to bring them back. I'm surprised that I managed to receive said locking picking tools.
Well, I guess if it's in postage, though.
Well, yeah, and this was also, a while ago. So before things got really, really crazy with checking packages and stuff.
Oh, so this was before 2011? 2001?
No. It was after that. This was 2009.
Okay, that's cool.
But it was after everything had settled down after all the anthrax stuff.
I did a Secret Santa recently with a community that I'm a part of, and it was awesome. I got sent this s'mores pack. Like, it was from America, and I've never had s'mores.
Yeah, they were tasty.
Yeah, they were so good, right? Creep had smashed them down.
oh, so you actually had proper s'mores for the first time in your life?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I have to be really honest though. American chocolate sucks.
See, this is where we have differing opinions.
I have heard that.
I hate our chocolate. Like, I don't like chocolate as a general because it's way too sweet for me. But the chocolate we had on the s'mores was like super dark and roasted.
Yeah,
and it was like it was almost like coffee. It was great.
No,
Australian chocolate tastes really different because we have extra
palm oil
stabilizing. We have extra stabilizing agents to make sure it doesn't instantly melt in the Australian sun.
And so it tastes.
And even if it does, it holds shape.
So I
it's
found
like naturally sweeter
out,
all that, right?
Well, what I found out was that in America, you have to have like 96% cocoa to call it chocolate. Where we, like it has to be.
So it has to be like, dark chocolate.
Yeah, basically. And but in Australia, we put palm oil and other things, like Hex just said.
So the chocolate we had on the s'mores was not 95%,
dude.
Because we can buy 95% here, and that's rank.
I think you probably mean cocoa butter or cocoa products. So if it's a mixture of cocoa and cocoa butter and cocoa products, then that would make sense. Has to be cocoa. But if it was all cocoa, then 98% cocoa chocolate is Oh,
Yeah.
and-
Whitney just joined. Whitney, how much cocoa is in your chocolate?
Because like,
Wait a minute.
Welcome.
Immediate question, not even a hello. It's just a bam. Give me an answer right now. This is important. It's life and death.
This is
I mean,
vital
it's chocolate.
podcast information.
It is vital.
Yeah.
It's chocolate.
That's right. I think I have a block still in the fridge. I could probably just read the ingredients.
That is effort, Jason, and we're not here for that.
It's true. It's true. I'd
I
have
tell
to
you,
leave
your
my
wife will do it.
job.
That's why she's there.
So one of my favorite chocolate brands now is a brand called Marabou, which is found in Europe, and you can actually now sometimes get in IKEA.
Hey, IKEA.
Amazing.
You get chocolate from IKEA.
Amazing.
The only
Sorry?
thing I get from hot dogs is a hot dog from hot dogs.
all I get from hot dogs is IKEA.
A lot of IKEAs have an entire grocery section now.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was at the end of IKEA. I'm not sure if it's groceries, but it's definitely my favorite place in IKEA because it's just got like a bunch of weird international food in it.
Yeah.
We just like pick out random stuff every now and then.
Okay.
And that's where you can
Okay
get
with that.
take-home IKEA meatballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, take home. Wait, I saw that. I saw that
Yeah,
last time. I was
frozen
like- it was
meatballs
like
that
frozen.
you can take home
I'm
and
like,
make home it yourself.
nobody
Yeah, I have
actually
seen that.
wants to
I
do
haven't
that.
tried it.
Like the only reason why you have it is because you're there.
Yeah, and they cost like $1.
Yeah. Oh no.
They're
meatballs are
ridiculously
expensive,
cheap.
man.
No,
Dollar
the
hot dog, what's that?
Dollar hot dogs. Yeah.
And the IKEA meatballs are actually reasonably priced.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. For what? Like for a meal with chips and salad and like all that. It's like $8.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So man,
It's all right.
Who's been watching Mandalorian? Like Star Wars is Christmas now, right? Is that? Would we say Star Wars is Christmas? I know that. It's
I mean,
Disney
my shirt says
Princess-
it is, so it has to be,
Yeah,
right?
Totally, totally.
I will have to admit I'm behind an episode.
All right, we're gonna
Oh.
just.
But I do know that the child is called Grogu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so you haven't seen the latest episode, therefore I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I want to say.
Oh. Look, I
I'll
don't.
allow
think,
it.
I
But you've
would
got to let
say
people know
don't.
that there are spoilers.
I would say don't. Yeah. Spoiler alert. I would say don't.
I won't
talk
say
about the
spoilers.
latest, but the week before.
Yeah.
With what's her face would be fine.
I can take it in a different direction. Rather than talking about the content of Mandalorian, what I will talk about is the fact that the producers and the director for The Mandalorian is doing the best job in the history of Star Wars of pulling together the cinematic universe and the extended universe and tying it all together so it makes one giant cohesive story. And it's flipping amazing. Go watch Star Wars Rebels, go watch Star Wars Clone Wars animated series, and then
Yes.
go watch The Mandalorian and go, oh my gosh, this all makes sense now.
Absolutely.
It's like
combines them
phenomenal.
together.
So
Side topic.
good. It's so satisfying.
It's because John Favreau's involved.
Do you know what?
He's,
I saw a TikTok the other day. Also,
So good.
Hex, Whitney is Fury. Just let you know.
I figured.
yeah.
I recognized the picture.
Totally. So one thing I thought was interesting, I saw a TikTok on it, was that it was just paying out Mandalorian because it's like every time he wants something or needs something, he has to go kill someone. And so he's like, I need milk. Does anyone have milk? Well, actually, good sir, will you go kill this giant beast that's been causing us issues? No, I have money. No, we don't accept your money here. You kill this man.
Well, it's like the quest is like, take this baby to his home. Now go to this planet. Now take him back to the Jedi. Now go to this planet. It's like the never-ending quest. It's like, I just want to get rid of this child. I'm sick of being a father. I want to go back to my everyday life. I want to go chill out. I want to go drink blue milk. Leave
So
me
you
alone.
mean
Blue milk,
it's like every RPG game ever?
Oh,
So many
totally.
side quests. So
And,
many
like,
side quests.
and then he just gets stuck. Then he just gets stuck with this kid at the episode before, and he's just like, okay. I guess the
Crystal
Jedi
excited.
won't help me.
Well, what I'm really excited for now, and this is kind of the setting up for this now, is that there really could easily be a spin-off of like a New Republic style series that would come out of the Mandalorian. So you have the Mandalorian storyline, and like, all right, cool. Now we're going to start talking about the New Republic.
The
and
problem
have a
is
complete
Disney
spin-off
will ruin
that would
it.
work.
Like They've done really well.
No,
The
if they
dog
leave it
can
with the
kill
same producers that they've got now, who
Yeah.
actually have
Yeah.
a deep knowledge of the lore and what people want. Like, man, I don't know how his shoulders are broken right now because he's carrying the entire like Star Wars franchise right about now after the last 3 movies. Which the last 3 movies weren't that bad. Don't get me wrong; they were like, but they weren't terrible.
Yeah,
I feel like
didn't
they've
mind
got a
them.
worse rep than what they were really, really good for. I think people went in with a higher expectation. Like, if you go watch the first 3 movies, they're not fantastic, but people have a sense of nostalgia.
no, absolutely.
And I think people are going into it with a weird kind of point.
Yeah, no. I
Plotline was trash, but the movie's not terrible.
And I think it's just like Doctor Who. Do you guys watch Doctor Who? Anyone Whovian?
I'm a bit behind, but I used to be a very big fan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like when you start messing with core pieces, people start getting upset. And it's the same with Doctor Who. They're messing with core things. There's stuff you could do with it that sets the tone for the values that they want to share. But at the end of the day, they're just messing with things that don't need to be messed with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they're trying to achieve this thing for a community that doesn't exist.
Yeah. They're trying to reach a different audience while messing with everything that kept the original audience for the last 30 years.
Right. And I don't think the
why
audience exists
the other 30 years with
what they
people.
want.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot to,
Totally.
try and achieve something else. Whereas The Mandalorian's done a really good job of kind of piecing it all together while bringing in new audiences.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Baby Yoda.
Well, it's not
or
locked
Grogu,
down,
for
is it?
example.
Like, it's not locked
Like, how many
because they
people-
can create a whole new thing.
Correct.
It,
Like,
it's
how many
been
people have never seen it and then they're like, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda. This is cute, Baby Yoda. Like, they don't care about any of the other content, and they probably miss a lot of the content that a lot of our Star Wars lovers have kind of kicked into. But they're just like, oh, Baby Yoda, it's a cool story. He's really cute. And then they're like, cool, new audience, we're done.
It's also been really refreshing for them to focus on elements and content of the universe that isn't Jedi.
Yeah.
I think that's what's really made a big difference,
And it's
is
been
that the
nice.
Jedi have been brought in halfway through season 2. Prior to that, they were hinted at a little bit, and anybody that knew about Jedi knew that Grogu exhibited Force powers, but if you didn't know that, it was just kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that's made such a huge difference that it's not Jedi. It's like, no,
with
this
these
is an
god
entire
powers.
universe
Still
with
exists.
all sorts of species, with all sorts of belief systems, with all sorts of cultures, and that's made it for me a lot more interesting, even as somebody that grew up with the Star Wars films.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Mando has no idea about the whole Jedi thing. He's knows that they existed. He knows that they were more of a cult, and that's pretty much the only thing he knows about them. And I love the fact that the Mandalorian timeline sits in between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. In the timeline, it sits in between the two, and there's been no reference of Luke or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ignored it and haven't even referenced it. He exists. He's alive, but who knows what he's doing, and nobody really cares because
Well, we do know
the
what he's
storyline.
doing. He's wrecking the Jedi.
Well, yeah, but, and that opens the door for another story to kind of fill that. But they've done really well in ignoring the same thing that they've done for the last 30 years and leaving that story at the door and telling a different story.
But also keeping the canon intact. So they've managed to keep the canon intact by looking at a completely different area to what they've looked at before, and that's Jon Favreau.
So
that's
good.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I think I have found The Mandalorian hard to follow sometimes. It just seems to be thing after thing after thing, and I felt like the storyline could be a little bit better, but it's enjoyable nevertheless.
There have been some episodes that are side quests that are kind of filler episodes leading to something else, and I think that's very obvious. That spider one where they're down in the caverns with old frog egg woman. Was very much a filler episode. And I think if you didn't know where that was leading to, then I guess it could be confusing. So I totally get that.
I thought the frog egg one was so weird. He's killing this woman's babies, and they're it's totally okay.
fine. It's fine.
I can't watch season 2 yet
Oh, why?
because my wife hasn't watched Clone Wars, and I
Oh.
saw
You can
what's her
still
face
watch
pop up on
Mandalorian
Facebook.
without Clone
No.
Wars.
No, I saw the picture pop up on Facebook. I'm
You
like,
miss
you're
out on
not
a
allowed
lot.
to watch this. You can't watch this
Yeah.
until Clone Wars.
Because you don't know
Otherwise,
who
this is gonna
she
be
is.
caught.
Yeah.
You don't know who she is. You don't know where she has been. So there's a lot of references where she's meeting.
But it's
Grogu
only
for the
that
first
one
time.
episode. That's only
I
one
don't care.
episode.
I'll be on the couch
Problem is,
crying,
though-
and she'll be looking at me like a weirdo.
It is a lot more impactful if you know who she is when she appears.
I was
And
actually
every-
impressed that
like
they used it.
when I saw her first appear at the beginning of that episode, the goosebumps.
Yeah.
Good.
I was surprised. I was surprised that they actually put her, like, that they took the risk to put her in, because they could have just like tanked it by doing it badly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
We
that
have
they took
wanted
the risk
her
and went,
so long.
yeah.
And look, I was worried they were going to screw it up. But yeah, no, go watch Clone Wars, because everything that she references about Grogu and what she's asked to do with him, everything response that she has to that is like built up over everything that happened throughout Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Like that entire build up is kind of why she has the response that she has there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it doesn't hit or resonate as much if you haven't
Absolutely.
seen it. You still watch it, and I think you'll still enjoy it. But I think you miss those little nuances of like those lines.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing, and I think people underestimate this, everyone's like, oh, Jon Favreau is amazing. David Filoni, who's like the executive producer for The Mandalorian, has been involved with Star Wars The Clone Wars. He was an executive producer for that as well as things like Avatar The Last Airbender, the animated series.
Yeah.
So when it comes to storytelling and deep knowledge of Star Wars as a whole, I think he also helped out with Star Wars Rebels, which is where obviously the knowledge of Ahsoka and all that timeline comes into play. He knows all of that, which I think everyone's kind of ignored because he helped build it. He helped create it. Like that storyline did not happen until he was involved in it. So I feel like they've got the right people involved, which is amazing. About time.
On those
Good job, Disney.
lines,
Thank you.
I was looking up who was actually writing the story just then. So you got Jon Favreau obviously at the helm. George Lucas is co-writing it with him. Dave Filoni's done a couple of episodes, and there's a couple other names here that I don't recognize.
The latest episode was done by was it Robert Rodriguez? If you don't know that name, go look it up. He's done some incredible stuff.
Yeah. Well,
We've got some really good guest records.
definitely, I think Mandalorian's definitely a must-watch at the moment. I want to kind of pivot at the moment and change topic because we've almost come to the time of ending. But I know it's crazy.
Wow.
We've been having a lot of fun. So Van, I want to actually. Van,
Eight.
not again. How many? What are we up to? 8, 9?
Yep, 8.
You're doing better than I thought you would.
Look, I'm doing better than I thought I was. It's because
Pull
I'm
it back
talking to
after
you
that,
right
like
now.
very early 5.
So Hex, tell us a little bit about you and your content and your channel. And I would love for you to share a little bit about S3 and what Jim's posting it in the post. S3 and what you do in that.
Okay, sure. So I mentioned a little bit earlier that my current content is about 50-50 gaming content and crafting content. So I do crochet, and here's an example of the sorts of stuff that I crochet.
You make amazing. Oh my goodness, is that a blanket?
It's a shawl. It's a
shawl.
big one.
So
Looks
good.
comfy.
That's amazing.
It's very cozy, which is why I'm not going to put it on because it's very warm right now.
Oh yeah, welcome to Australia.
You know, super smart Australian deciding to take up a cozy hobby like crochet.
Seems smart.
When I do my crochet streams, I actually co-stream with another streamer called now Original Sin. You would know her, Cinebe.
Cinebe? Yep. So she changed her name?
She did.
Ira's changing
Why?
the names. We just got to know everyone.
She's still got the sin in there.
She does.
Sinner.
It's all right then.
So yeah, we get together on Fridays and we do a co-stream where we
I
get
love
together.
popping in on that. That's so
And we work-
funny. You guys are so good.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of fun just working on our crochet projects and talking literally just crap.
It's your podcast.
It's practically a podcast. We just sit there. We sit there bantering with each other, and little things will come up in chat, and we'll just run with them. We've ended up talking about some really, really weird things. How PG is this podcast supposed to be?
PG. As PG as it gets. You know, we're adults though. But
Okay.
Ideally, PG.
I don't know.
High
After
PG.
last month, I feel like we threw that one right out of the water. So.
Yeah, no, that definitely. we had hyper. Not so PG.
Escalated pretty quick.
There have been a number of times where we've talked just a little bit too much and a little bit too long about poop.
Oh,
there was-
that poop is PG. I'll talk about poop all day with you.
I'm keeping it PG. I'm keeping it PG. There was also a time where we spent, I think, the entire, almost the entire stream, asking people, what happened. What do they do when they pick their nose? Do they flick? Do they wipe? Or do they
Let's find out.
nom?
That's a really weird question, and I feel like you can get some really weird answers depending on the time of day.
We
You know
got
what?
some
I
really
heard about
interesting answers and some really interesting justifications was the funny bit.
I was watching again TikTok because I'm always watching TikTok, and they were talking about how they were watching they were in the shops, and this woman picks her nose, rolls it up, and then wipes it on her partner, and he then proceeds to grab her like a whole hand full of her rear end, and like. It's the weirdest thing. I was like, I don't ever want that relationship.
Yeah, that's really weird. That's super weird.
So
But
your
yes,
conversations get a little bit crazy.
I feel like that could be a worse response to that, but anyway.
Yeah, we have some
Absolutely.
weird conversations. We also frequently talk about mental health stuff because we
That's
are big advocates of talking about mental health. I'm
And
also
who's the one that you're partnered with at the moment?
so not partnered with. I am actually an official volunteer for Checkpoint.
Checkpoint.
or-
Yeah. And how do
they
people
are-
get to know Checkpoint? And
So if people would like to know a little bit more about Checkpoint, they're an awesome organization that creates free mental health resources for gamers, streamers, and game developers. You can check out their website, which is checkpointorg.com. And they literally just create free resources, write articles, provide stuff. There's a great resource pack there for streamers if they would like to be able to talk a little bit more about mental health on their channel. So that's one of the other topics that we talk about. And yeah, that's Fridays we do that, Witches and Stitches. And when I'm not doing crochet and weird talk, I play games.
yeah.
Earlier this year, I played Phasmophobia with you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
enjoyed
That
watching
was
that. I'm not
you're
gonna lie.
supposed
I'm
to
so
be
glad
the
you did it
brave.
for me.
You're supposed to be the brave one.
You asked me if I could be brave, and I've gone, I heaps can't, but I'll play anyway. But that was
As soon
fun.
as Jason said that he got someone else in to try and be brave, and I know exactly what Jason and Dave are like, I'm like, good luck. I wish them the greatest
That
luck.
was fun.
It was good fun.
It was
I think I
good
made the
fun.
right choice.
I've also played a bunch of cool visual novels based in the World of Darkness universe. If you don't know what that is, it's originally a tabletop RPG, and they've been expanding their games to have a whole bunch more PC and console games. So they've been doing a bunch of visual novels, and they're doing a few more all in the lead up to the big game that's being developed by Paradox and Hardsuit Labs called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Wait, is
Yeah,
that the
well,
one
like,
that you were playing after we played Phasmophobia, and I was too scared to watch you play?
Oh,
it?
that one was Werewolf the Forsaken Heart of the Forest. That one was extra creepy.
Okay, yeah,
That
no,
was-
I
that
was
one-
just
that one
like,
was
how
extra
are you playing this game? I'm too scared to watch you play this.
Have any of you played the old game, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines?
I have it.
No, I've seen
it's
it.
a-
I haven't played it.
It's an
Yeah, it's
old
all.
RPG that was released back in 2004, I want to say. It's one of my favorite RPG games of all time, and it's probably the one that I've replayed the most of all time, of all PC RPGs. And I'm super excited that they're going to be bringing out next year a sequel to that. And it's looking amazing. And I'm super, super excited about it. And so I've been playing all of these other games that are based in the universe. So, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. So you do games, you do crochet, you also have S3, so Superstar Streamers 3. You were the founder and master of it all.
I don't know if I'm the master of it all, but I was one of the
Definitely
co-founders. It's a community that we put together of just people that create content that like hanging out, playing games, supporting each other, and just having fun.
Yeah. And that's how we met as well. Like
It's how we met.
You found me, and I was a little bit skeptical. I was just like, because
I think it was Hyper that sort of shoved you in our direction.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah, I reckon.
But
That
yeah,
was
I remember.
the case.
And you actually designed our logo.
I did. I'm sorry.
You did design our logo. We love our logo.
I think it's sick. Let's see if I can show you guys the logo. It's amazing. I don't even think.
Hey,
I don't
Jims, are
even
you
know.
using the logo that Jace did for you yet? Or are you
I
still
am
trying to get a
currently,
new one?
yeah. I have been really slack because I've been really busy over the last couple of weeks in redoing a lot of it. But yeah, it is currently being used on my Twitch. Yeah.
I know Creep uses the logo. Jim
Yeah.
Loot uses the logo I made. Superstars the logo I've made. I use the logo I've made.
I'll be
So
very
proud
proud
of you using your own work, man. That's incredible. Way to hype yourself up, man.
I made lots of logos for people, which is a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely been fun. But yo, Raptor. Sorry, I got
Raptor's here.
distracted. Look, I'm
know
pretty
him.
certain I have ADHD. I'm all over the place all the time. It's insane.
I'm actually getting tested to see if I have ADHD.
Really, I need it. I need to get tested. Like, it's a problem.
Should be right.
I can't focus. Like, and it's gotten worse as over the last probably couple of years, where I'm just like all over the place all the time. Yeah.
How's your screen time been in that time there? Like, has your screen time
Probably
escalated in that time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been playing
Which
lots of
I
Valorant
not to be that
as
guy,
well.
but I feel like it definitely plays a part. You know.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's also like if you already have a problem where you're like a little bit sporadic and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you look at society at the moment and how we consume content where it's just so fast.
Dude.
So
Content
we
overload
expect
is
to
a
move
thing.
really fast. So is there a way that people can join Superstar Streamers and become a part
Yeah,
of the
sign me
family?
up. Where do I do it?
There is a I've just gone blank. There's an application form, and I'm sure you've probably got the link there because I didn't get that together because I was wildly unprepared.
It's all right. That's how the podcast works.
There is an application form. The only reason that we have an application form is to make sure that we keep it a safe space. Because we do have a broad variety of people in there. We like to promote diversity and have a diverse membership there. And so we have the application form mostly to make sure that people who want to join have the right attitude.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you want, like, one thing I loved about Superstar, and I'm not an active member. I'm a terrible human being with all Discord and community stuff, and Twitch and look, I'm just a terrible person.
That's a lie, but anyway.
But one thing I loved about it is that if at any point that I just need support, or if I just want to connect with people, or if I, whatever it's been, like you and a bunch of others have really helped me over the last few years. You just popped in, said g'day, checked up on me. It's a family, and that's what I've loved about it. And I always tell people, like, look, if you're looking for a community that's an online community, these guys, if you can get involved, like get a part of it, you're winning, because they're such a loving community and really focused on the well-being of people. And I've always had a great opinion of you, Van. Hex!
Nice. Another opinion to call the right name.
But yeah, please, Whitney, post the link there. Yeah, so if you guys, I'll also put it in the description how to apply. I might even just put out the pinned post so that you guys can get straight into it, so it's easy. Let me save that because I'm a terrible person. But guys, it's been so good hanging out with you. Thank you so much. Hex, thank you so much. Look, I sound angry. It's a physical feeling right now. I'm just like.
Thank you so much for having me. It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed hanging out with you all, and I hope I get to hang out with you all again more.
Yeah, dude. We'll have to have you back if you want to come back. Just let me know.
Phasmophobia!
No more Phasmophobia. It's not happening.
No, we definitely need to make one more attempt at Phasmophobia.
Yeah!
You and Creep can do it. I'm out.
I watched Jason play Dead Space. I don't need to watch him play Phasmophobia again.
Man, he was worse at Dead Space. I don't understand.
But Jace, please do it for me.
That's not fair.
Aww.
That's not fair. Yeah. We might. I'll think about it. I'm mumbling because I'm scared.
You just get the picture in his head of like what's gonna pop out.
It's such a bad. Like I had to be the brave. I wasn't brave.
I'll try and build myself up to be the brave.
Yeah, we locked Jason in a dungeon. It wasn't good for his body.
Maybe we need to pull it in
worse. Don't let him
have
like,
up to
don't let
4
him
people,
you.
so maybe we need to pull in a brave. We need to find a brave who can be brave for us all.
You know what? Sinner can be our brave.
Hey, let's do it. Let's make it happen with Sinner. Yeah.
Jason's gonna have a tick due to that game. I think he already has one.
It's so bad. Look. It's just like I did a video. What's that really, really scary one? That I can't remember.
Have to narrow down.
When I hit 100 subscribers, I did it.
Try Slenderman back at the time.
No, I did try Slenderman for 30 seconds.
I know. I remember you trying Slenderman.
I remember you telling me about this one.
Yeah, and I got scared every time I was trying to edit the video.
What?
While I was editing it, I was screaming, like I was freaking out because I couldn't edit it. I was so scared.
Wait, hold on. Can we talk about the irony of this? Of the guy who's currently like putting together a mod pack that is supposed to be scary in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Minecraft.
Yeah,
it's still kind of ironic.
It is kind of scary. It's fantastic. I'll have to.
Raptor's asking if it was one of the SCP games.
I don't even know what I used to play.
Yeah,
so
Dave doesn't know what that is.
The reason why I get scared now is because I used to play Fear, and I played like Fear 1, Fear 2, Fear 3, and I remember the point of Fear 3 where it was just this one point where I went into an alleyway. I think I've mentioned it on the podcast. But I went into an alleyway, and then there was just blood and fear and like insanity, and I'm just like, oh! And so now my problem is that I expect to be afraid, and I have this huge anxiety in scary games, and I just like feed onto it. So I have a heart attack. That's yeah.
I think one of the early things that I remember is you just talking about Dead Space 3 and like exploding babies from walls and just freaking out to me over like voice in Xbox Live. And I was like, it's gonna be alright, dude.
I don't know. Have you guys played Dead Space?
We
I
Me and
threw
Jason
my
were saying-
remote. I threw my remote for that one because
one
it
of my
was like this
favorite memories,
Oh!
man. So
Yeah, me
good.
and
I
Jason
love
were
that.
playing Dead Space, I think, just before just before your first child was getting born
Yeah.
with the demon babies.
Yeah, you guys are doing a co-op with it. That's right.
Yeah.
When you're doing your co-op thing.
Yeah. Co-op
I remember
gamers.
that.
That was great, dude.
That's
I
the
loved
one.
co-op gamers. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find this video. But anyway, look, if you want to find it, go find it in YouTube. We are Red Panda. Guys, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. It's been awesome having you. Guys, Chris, or Jim, not Chris. Not Chris.
Not Chris. Wow, we went through the whole podcast with you not saying not Chris.
How do they find you, my friend?
Sure. You can all go find me at twitch.tv/Jim's Hardcore. I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, as long as I'm not working afternoons. So that's about, I think, 3 out of 4 weeks of a month. On a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Australian Central Time, you'll find me there playing all kinds of shooters. I'll be streaming all of Cyberpunk, so if you want to come watch the story and not pay for the whole game.
I didn't say give your
come hang
life
out.
story, my dude. Like, I just said, like, how do they find you? All right.
Like, you gave me the floor. I took the floor. Macho.
All right, Creep, how do they find you, my friend?
YouTube.com/Creepzilla's videos.
All right,
out
that's
Tuesday.
enough. Thank you so much, Creep.
It's done.
Oh, buddy, it'll be okay.
Sorry, Creep. I did. That was mean. That was really mean.
Yeah, I was doing it quicker than Chris was. I was trying to be snappy, get the point across.
Yeah, you got to give all the people the right information, otherwise
That's
they go
right.
follow someone else, and it's too
Look,
sad.
I don't want them to. Don't leave me. Don't go to Dave. Like, they just stay with me.
Why not? You know, like Dave? It's kind of.
Look, he's got a bigger beard than I do.
Only at the moment.
Yeah, it's true. Look, I'm getting there. Vandalize.
That's 10.
I quit. It's ending. How do they find you? When are you on?
So you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram as Hexanguine. I stream on Thursdays with games and Fridays with the Witches and Stitches crochet. So yeah, come hang out. We'll talk weird shit.
So good, so good. Well, guys, and for me, I've got my schedule on the community tab, but tonight, obviously, the podcast. Wednesday night, we're going to be doing Ark, and also Friday night, or Friday, you'll get another Minecraft episode. It's going to be phenomenal. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you from everyone for catching up. Thank you so much, Hex, for coming out tonight. It was awesome having you guys. You're amazing. We'll have to have you back if you will have me after calling you vandalized like 30 times or whatever.
Look, I'll come back so long as you play Phasmophobia with me.
Oh,
That's so mean. I'll think
Yes,
about
I would
it.
love to come back.
Awesome. All right, guys, have a fantastic night. We love you very much. See you next time.